The broadcast is live.
We live, baby. We live.
We live, baby.
We live. What's up? What's the word?
The building.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, now we got the links from the line.
I'm definition of progress. Real MC in process. You don't struggle, you don't understand.
I wasn't even ready because I ain't take the background drop yet. Ladies, we in the building. We gotta rewind it back, Reeve, because you coming in just dropping bars on niggas' heads. So let's let it rock.
I'm definition of progress. Real MC in process. You don't struggle, you don't understand concept. Do it for the ghettos and projects. Instead of asking me how many jars left, mama keep a blicky in the armrest. For real, you don't feel like muscle line yet.
That boy Reef got it right now, man. You better check him out, man. Work it. Work it, bitch. Oh my God. I ain't never heard no shit like this, man. Big French salute.
It's out.
Reef so in the building.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo! What's happening? What's the word? What's the word? My man said, we ain't saying good morning no more. Grand rising. I pray for the struggle.
Rise and shine.
Word. Grand rising. I pray for the struggle. Get ahead.
We say we're not mourning nothing.
Yeah, I'm not mourning nothing. I mourn when it need to be mourned, but I don't mourn because the sun done came up. Call that.
Ooh, let's go.
Big facts.
Let's go.
Grand rising. Hey, you want to know something before we get into it? I allowed some folk to bully me. There was a picture going on, and it had the biscuit, like a biscuit, Grand Rising.
Oh, the meme.
And they had the hat on top of it, and it was like dashiki on top of it, and it was like, this is for the folk who say Grand Rising. I was like, damn. So I switched it to Rise and Shine, but you know what? Fuck that. I'm going right back. Man, you ain't gonna bully me.
That's right.
I pray for the struggle. Get ahead. Man, every day is a struggle. Talk about it. Get bread. Oh, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Yes, I like this energy.
Yeah. Yo, blessings, man. Blessings, for
y'all
real.
Y'all might as well sit back, get the notebooks out, get the pen and pad ready, because we about to take y'all to school. Reef King, this is your second installment on the network. Like we've been saying, we doing a whole different vibe at nighttime. What we've been doing, Reef, is catering and caring to the culture. Keeping it pro, blackity, black, and just representing for our people. And we feel like we need it in times like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we definitely need it, man. Because mental health is crazy, yo. It's so serious. The mental health is so serious that we need these. We need these platforms. We need these platforms in order to get some clarity or something. You know what I'm saying? As much as we look at social media and we watching a lot of things that catches our attention, we watch that stuff, but there's also need to be some medicine that's dipped into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you give them too much medicine, they just look at you like, oh, this is disgusting. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give them a little daily dose. Little pieces here and there. Sometimes you ain't got to just throw a little pill in there. So this is what we here to do, man. We here to get on that medicine, man. Grand rising.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go.
Y'all see the content. Y'all see what we talking about. We're going to be talking about, of course, Colorado, Kyrie, Kanye. We've been talking about them just about every day. It's been ridiculous, but that's what we're here to do. Marcus Garvey, shout out. We got some R. Kelly news, some Obama news, and prayers for Indonesia. They just had a massive earthquake. We'll get into that a little bit. But before we get into our content, we have a very special guest on here for a reason. Let them know what just dropped.
Sneaker box. I call it sneaker box for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I call it sneaker box for a reason. Basically, you know, in the culture of hip hop, which we developed, we actually made that. You know what I mean? And if you look into the sneaker box, you see the money, you see the beeper, you see the cassette tape, you see the microphone, and under the bottom you see the writing. You know what I mean? You see the notebook and the pencil and all of that, you know, for the writing, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's a representation of hip hop and how much of a struggle it's a poor man's cry out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what really like hip hop is, and it's about release, it's about showing the world, you know, who what we're about, and how intelligent we are, and the struggles that we go through and what's going on, you know what I mean, in the in the community, you know what I'm saying, in any ghetto community, you know what I mean. So but that sneaker box represents back in the days, you know. Oh, this is another thing too. You know, a lot of us don't really have that financial literacy. Our parents didn't really teach us about any money, anything. So where did most hustlers keep their money at? They kept it in the sneaker box. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they thought that it was going to be safe. You know what I mean? They kept they cassette tapes in the sneaker box. You know, even the dudes who was you know, I don't mean to get like negative, but brothers who was hustling, you know, drugs and stuff like that, you know, they kept their stuff, the scale and all that in the sneaker box. You know what I'm saying? So that was a trustworthy place back in the day. And so I use that to represent the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I use that to represent the struggle. And the notebook is basically, you know, the struggles that we go through that we put on paper to release into the universe. You know what I mean? So that's what that sneaker box represents, man. Hip hop.
To all of our folks that's out here tapping in with us, y'all need to get on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, whatever you listen to music on. Go get it. What is this, like your fifth, sixth, seventh album?
Probably about like fifth, sixth, something like that.
I got word for the culture.
Yeah, I got two more in the cut too. So, oh yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Right.
The next one when we get on here, we gonna we got much more to talk about. But that one is gonna be called War Part 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be really nice, man. It's gonna be really nice. Yeah.
I can't wait. We're gonna get into it a little bit here shortly. Talk some more music, talk some your background. Let CJ Cookie Dough in the building, incredible host, ask a couple questions and get into it. Get into y'all and already got into so much. But we got to get folks a little bit of content just to get jumped off the rip. Make sure y'all like and share. Tap in with us on YouTube. We had some tragic news happen this past weekend. And I'm not talking about the 70, 80 inches of snow y'all got up there, Reef?
No. I'm not from Buffalo.
It didn't hit New York and all, you know.
No, it ain't hit like that. It ain't hit like that. No.
Well, you would think them damn pictures. I thought the whole state was covered in snow.
Let me tell you. The great thing about New York, man, is that the buildings save us from a lot. All them high buildings, man, they save us from a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it'll hit the ground and it'll be nasty, but it won't be nasty as as being in the sticks. You know what I'm saying? Being in the
I've been to Buffalo.
We on flatlands.
I imagine what they got going on out there.
Canada, Canada and all of that. They're used to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're not used to that stuff. No. So we good. We good on our side.
Shout out the real DJ Q. Shout out Stephanie. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like and share. Get into the tragic news, y'all. Colorado mass shooting.
Cut his head. And right next to the AR.
Walked into the club and just blew it up.
AR, I told him, push the AR, get the AR away from him. The kid pushed the AR. I don't know what his name was. And then I proceeded to take his other weapon, the pistol, and then just start hitting him where I could, but the armor's in the way. And I found a crease between his armor and his head, and I just started wailing away.
Shit, that's hero shit right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tragic. He took out 5, 24 injured. It's just
that's crazy.
Sad.
Right up to these folks.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, is this the shooting at like this is one of the politicians, their grandson or something?
Yep. So it's a California Democrat, I believe, something like that. But yeah, it's wild.
Wow. Well, blessings to those people and their families.
Absolutely.
Definitely, they didn't deserve that. You know what I mean? But once again, there's so much confusion in the United States, man, and everybody is trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And some people are going crazy while doing it. Some people are really not. They just going crazy while doing it, man.
Bro, I know people was already losing their mind, but I felt like once 2020 hit, and they were, I'm going to air quote, forcing people to quarantine, forcing people to stay in their homes, forcing people to not socialize. I felt like you opened up the can of worms for some of these people who got some bad intentions for the general public. It's just been too much. And again, it happened before 2020, so I can't just say it's an isolated incident, but it just seems like it's been a lot more lately. It's been a lot, like, just more in
of everything.
It's crazy.
Right.
Get out and touch some grass, y'all. Breathe fresh air.
I woke up, saw it in the morning. Damn, not another shooting. And what you're speaking to, CJ, I think it's just, us becoming desensitized. And it's just like, oh, here we go again. And that was a major effect of the pandemic. All of us just sitting in the house, boiling up, all of that tension and shit and everything.
California Assembly.
Here go. I found the clip of
man who made sure that his grandson had access to the weapons that he wanted by ensuring that his record was sealed. And mind you, this happened in Colorado Springs, the congressional district served by Lauren Boebert. I'm going to talk about whom he arrested. Please work.
But Reef, you said something about the confusion that we all getting, and we just got to give a shout out to somebody who, one of our local coons who only adds and stresses the confusion. For some reason, CNN brought on Charles Barkley to speak for the people. Let's hear what he got.
Oh, God.
And one thing has always disappointed me. Black people treat gay people. We are the worst when it comes to treating gay people. And that's one thing growing up, it really always bothers me. And I want to reach out to you and all my gay friends, all my transgender friends, and tell you, man, I got nothing but love and respect for you. I want you to be you. And I wanted you to know that day, because I understand being black, what it's like being gay, because you get mistreated, and it's really unfortunate and sad and stupid, to be honest with you.
The fact that he says, I can understand how it is to be gay because I'm black, and we know black people are mistreated, and then you jump your coon ass on CNN, spitting rhetoric that you can't even prove that. Name one law black people have passed to stop the LGBT community from living their life. Name one statute. Name one limitation that we're giving these people. He does this minutes after a white man shoots up a gay club. Like it's to me, it's just wild. If he had said that about Jewish people, he would have been suspended. If he had said that about Hispanic people,
come on now,
he would have been suspended. If he had said that about our Caribbean brothers, he would have been suspended. But it's the fact that you can shit on Black America, foundational Black Americans, that we just at the bottom.
No repercussion.
No repercussions. No repercussions. Bro, this is why to this day, boycott the NBA. They gave that coon, the NBA gave this coon a TNT $10 million contract, $100 million 10-year contract, because they think that he speaks for black folk. Yeah, I got something for you. We boycotting all that shit, bro. I'm done. As long as Shaq, Charles Barkley, Ernie Johnson, all them fuckers up there, bro, I don't even want to watch. And if I know you watch, I'm looking at you sideways.
Right.
I'm done. It's over.
Right. Personal perception.
That made me so. And the thing was so sad, and I'm gonna pass the mic, but I caught the Charles Barkley piece first. And while I'm fuming, like, why the fuck would you say that, bro? Because if you research history, homosexuality has been a part of Black history from the beginning. Like, it's always been something with us. It travels with us. Like, we like to smoke marijuana. It travels with us. That's what it is what it is. And to see him say that, and then maybe a couple hours later, beautiful wife come to me and was like, babe, you heard what happened in Colorado? I'm like, no, what happened? And she sends me the link. And I'm like, how ironic for the coon to come out and say that when that just happened. I passed the mic.
So personal perception is just ridiculous to say that he's speaking for everyone, and that's clearly your personal perception.
Yeah,
you say that all black people. Like, come on.
Like, Chuck, you went
to. That's what just had me tight. But he just pointed out his own and said, black people. You know what I'm saying? It was just like you said, it was just a white person who shot up the spot. And probably some black people in there too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it probably was, you know what I mean?
Who wrote the law in the beginning that a man and a woman had to be a man and a woman for holding matrimony? We didn't write that law. We didn't write that, bro. We didn't stop them from changing it. You didn't see black people storming the streets when Obama came in and gave the LGBT the rights that, in my opinion, that they deserve, because they just living their life. They not hurting me. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts to me that he could go out of his way and CNN will allow that. That's one thing we got to understand, is that no other race of people will allow somebody to get up there and just talk about them like that. He didn't have no statistics. Right. He didn't have he just was talking. I'm like, bro, you grew up in a small town in Alabama. It's still racist to this day. You could take some of the $1 million you got and make that shit work. But no, you take your cooning ass on CNN. I hope his wife gave him some good butter biscuits when he was done.
You know, it's disappointing, man. He need. You know the way he was raised. He was raised to stay in line. You know what I'm saying? He was raised to stay in line, and that's what he's doing. He's staying in line. That's all he knows. That's what he's going to stick to. That's what he's going to stick to, and it's about his family only. It's not about his people, along with his people. It's just about his family only. You know what I mean? Some people will probably disagree with me and say, yeah, family is everything. Family is definitely everything. But if you notice, besides our race, other races, they value their family and all of that, but they also have togetherness with their culture and their race. You know what I'm saying? They have togetherness in that, and and so when you have a person like that, that gives a perception to other races that, yeah, you see, this is how the black people are. These black people are like these black people.
Absolutely.
It's the wrong perception that he's putting out there, and that's fucked up. You know what I mean? He put out the wrong perception, and that's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. If I see him and I meet him today, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, peace, King. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm gonna give him a handshake and all that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't agree with him, but it's just something to show him power from a black man that wasn't raised in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't raised over there. Where hip hop is basically, it's like a freedom. It's like, speaking your piece, speaking freedom. You know what I'm saying? And down there, I don't know what it was down there, but for the most part, from what I've seen, through my life, I've seen that, there's a lot of racial segregation down there. A lot of segregated places down there. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just, I'm not giving no excuse for him, but he was definitely raised, a certain way is the reason why he is who he is today.
And it's just
he's an influencer.
Yeah, he's an influencer. You know what I mean? He's an
actor. Media training.
It's for the bread. It's for the money. It's for it's for his family. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's for the money. It ain't
this man on magazine covers with chains. He breaking the chain on the magazine cover. He dressed in drag and all that. Like, bro, you do not speak for Black America. You do not speak for me. I know that for sure, bro. I can't. No, sir.
Right. But the perception on the outside, they looking at it like, Oh yeah, you see, this is how they are. You see, this is how they are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they got it all messed up, man. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not like that. There's a lot of people out here who are woke, who are smart enough. You know what I'm saying, to denounce that, and I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them, man. You know what I mean?
All
I
right.
enjoy basketball games, but I'm one of them. Man.
I
You ain't
Right.
ain't gonna lie, it's hurt me boycotting, but I'm gonna stand strong.
no, 100.
They gonna learn today. Speaking of a boycott, speaking of things that don't make no sense, Kyrie Irving came out and apologized. I didn't think he was gonna apologize, and regardless, he had some folks that came out to come and support him, hold it down outside the Barclays.
Mm.
Hey, the workers don't know what to do. They Oh. Now you know what's funny to me? I be in these Twitter streets and I see a lot of people threaten and like really like they got a problem with those gentlemen doing illegal activity. They're in public, they're in a public place, and they're not saying any cuss words, they're behaving legally by the letter of the law. But yet you have people that light tiki torches that storm the streets saying certain people will not replace us. White supremacy like this, like, and you don't catch the same heat that our brethren is getting right here. It's just, to me, it's nuts.
This is good news, Brief. This is great news. This is applying pressure. It may be small, it may not be at a scale, but regardless, when I see melanated folks coming together, they said Kyrie got the shits out the Barclays looking like this, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm mad that I didn't think of this. That's hilarious. But you know what? How funny would it be for every venue that Kyrie travels to? That's outside.
Oh, that would be crazy, man. That would be
you mess with Kyrie. This is the aftermath. This is what you deal with. But it should be like this.
That was crazy.
For
Now,
all of us.
Now, I hope people got the right message. You know what I'm saying? Like our people, I hope we got the right message, because I know what the message is. You know what I mean? I just hope that, people don't really try to get down on him, because he's going to go back to his job. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go back to his job, and I'm sure that we all work on a certain scale. You know what I'm saying? We all work on a certain scale. So the people who we work for, is pretty much this is basically like the owners of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope that people don't really get down on him just because they say, oh, he got big money and all of this stuff, that he didn't decide to quit his job, though he's a big influencer. You know what I'm saying? His influence and the way he carries himself, man, he carries himself, and he deserves, he deserves, he deserves this chance to express himself. Of course, he deserves all rights to express himself, and and the way he expresses himself, he did it so eloquently that they looked at it and they kept on looking at it. They kept on looking at it, and it made so much sense to the people on what they call the lower level. It made so much sense, and that's why so many people was going hard. Like, hold on, how you gonna fire this man when he didn't say anything wrong? When he did not disrespect, the Jewish community. He did not, he didn't say anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made a lot of people, get to that. And then once that happened, then a lot of medicine started dropping, a lot of little bombs here and there, and people who are not woke now is like, oh my God,
what we got going on here?
Yeah, this is, oh wow, I didn't know this, and I didn't know that, and I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? People is just so mesmerized by Kyrie, the basketball player. You know what I'm saying? But another thing too is what I think about. You know what I mean? I don't really think about the basketball player. I just think about a person who actually, at the end of the day, you know, he's home and he's sitting at his crib, and he's talking to his kids and he's talking to his whole family, and I'm sure his whole family don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? And but he's the man with the money, so they're gonna listen. You know what I mean? But they don't agree with everything, and I'm sure they knew that he was this kind of kid anyway. You know what I mean? They knew from the beginning he was this kind of kid. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you know what kind of pressure and the kind of weight is on that man's head, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we continue, but we say, yeah, we rocking with him, we rocking him. You know what I'm saying? And one simple mistake that man could make, man, then our black people start really getting at him. You know what I'm trying to say? And so we got to really realize and have some kind of consideration that when he's behind closed doors, man, you know, whatever his prayers are, you know what I mean, and whatever burden that he got on his back, you know, his kids, his wife is looking at him, everybody's looking at him. That's a lot of pressure, man. That's a lot of pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? And it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory, but we gotta also we gotta guard his mental space too, his mental health too. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We gotta guard that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, us speaking out the way we speaking out, definitely for those who want to hear it, who want to know, who want to listen, and who want to learn. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel that what we doing right here, we also got to play the chess game, because it ain't gonna be nothing else but a chess game. Because you know, it's diabolical how everything is set up, everything. So we got to play a chess game. If we don't play the chess game, man, you know, we gonna sadly lose once again. You know, and completely do that. You know what I'm saying? And so we just got to keep on staying steadfast and, you know, keeping our mental space, making sure we guard our mental space.
Right, and I'm just gonna tie this next one right into it. Speaking of chess match, speaking of mental space, tying that all. What's good, Rich Applewhite? Appreciate you tapping in with us out here. Prince Hakeem and real DJ Q rocking with
To
us.
answer your question, Richard, those were the Hebrew Israelites, American chapter, Black American chapter out there, showing just giving their support. When Kyrie said, "I can't be anti myself," they was explaining to you what he meant.
Okay, so we all know the Kanye West dilemma that's been going on. He is apparently taking his 3 to 4.5 billion worth that he was making with the Gap and Adidas and trying to create some new with black businesses. He's trying to start cities. He's trying to do all this type of stuff. There's a big power shift. Sources say celebrities such as Dave Chappelle, Magic Johnson, a couple other big names is getting together and who will reportedly bring their influences to his project. Companies vying for impending ventures with West include Atlanta's based Nagas Footwear with the launch of his 2015 shoe collection. History as the first firm to honor contributions of significant black figures like Marcus Garvey and Nat Turner. The only black woman-owned fulfillment facility in the U.S., Everlasting Love Fulfillment is one of many other black-owned companies that might be incorporated into potential enterprise. Insiders claim that Kanye is 10, 20, or more years ahead of everyone that he is gazing at. So all that to say is big power moves is happening. Despite everything that's going on, I'm seeing black folks come together in the streets. I'm seeing the richest black man, Reef, to touch America. Is this not like the Moses story, Reef?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely inspiring.
The new age of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's resurging. You know, when our leaders, our black leaders, got killed off. You know what I'm saying? You know, now it's so like it's everything is so exposed now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, you kind of make that move right there, and it's definitely going to be all out war. It's going to be a war, and they don't want that. They don't want that. They want to continue to be you know, strategic about what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that their money comes from the culture. Their money comes from us. we influence we influence their homes, their kids in their homes. We influence them. You know what I'm saying? And they love their children so much that, you know, hey, they allow a little bit of rap stuff in the house. They allow the drill shit. They allow that stuff in the house. They allow certain things in the house. But then, you know, at the same time, they still try to keep that that train of thought, you know, and make sure that the kids know that, hey, this is what we running. We running this. We got this, and this is, you know, you can listen to that stuff, but you better not apply it. You know, let them do what they gonna do, what they got to do with them. You know what I'm saying? So to go back to it, I just think that yeah, definitely like a modern day. You know, it's definitely a modern day situation. I just pray that, you know, these brothers, you know, and the powerful um black entities that's getting together really you know, get things rocking, and truthfully, there's nothing wrong because we ain't trying to threaten nobody. We don't want to threaten nobody. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's about us just gaining our own. That's all we've been asking for. We've been asking for that way before we was born, 400 years. I need my own, man. You got yours. Let me get mine. I need to get mine.
Let me get mine. Man,
Yeah.
just give me what I'm owed. You owe me.
That's it.
You owe me. Just give me what I'm owed, and I'll stay out your way. Just give me what I'm owed.
Can't stress that enough.
Let me live my life.
That's enough. And we don't even and even that right there, we don't even really say much of that. We just keep on working and keep on working. We know we got to do double, triple time to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And so now, you know, when we get to this status on the money level, you know, we need to continue to grow. That's it. We need to continue to grow, and that's all we asking for. We just want to grow. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And have our own and get our own. Like if you go to Brooklyn, I don't know if you guys have been to Brooklyn. If you go to the Jewish community out there, man, they got their own police. They got their own ambulances. They got their own everything. They got their own. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many black communities in the ghetto, in any ghetto of the world, and we do not have our own. You know what I'm saying? We don't have our own policing. We don't have our own hospitals. We don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? They have that stuff. Now that's good. That's cool that they have that stuff. But the next question is, how come we can't have it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like now we're gaining more power. We're gaining more power, and that's, you know, we looking forward to doing that, man. We looking forward to doing that. You know, I hope we see the beginning. Hope we see the beginning in our time. But you know, we gotta. This is for 400 years, man. This is for our kids. You know, in the hundreds of years that's coming, because they're already planning for their kids in the hundreds and hundreds of years already. That shit is already planned for them. They good money.
Hey, blow that up right there. Put that. I need that on the whole screen. Elijah, you preach. Desegregation killed us. And I know people say, well, what you mean? That sounds racist. I hear you. But even the great MLK at the end of his days said, I feel that I've integrated my people into a burning building. We gave up our table for a seat at theirs. We gave up our table so we can go eat the food that they spit in the kitchen. We gave up our hotel to go sleep in their hotel that they not gonna clean right because they know we gonna be there. We gave up our hospitals to go to their hospitals that we know statistically kill black people, hand over fist, way more than any other. It's nuts to me. Nuts. When do we wake up?
Preach, CJ.
Hey, Killmonger me. I'm a Black Panther. Killmonger is my Black Panther. Killmonger had it figured out. He was right.
Shout out to Reef Hustle. Oh, he's back with us.
I was about to say, boy, Reef hustling so hard, he gone.
He had to get hustle. Quick shout out before we get into it. We're gonna wrap up some of our content so we can do our stuff. Quick shout out. Winston Duke is set to play famed black nationalist Marcus Garvey in an upcoming film. That's huge.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Definitely, we gotta keep on, being educated about history, period, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just public, not public school history. We need our history. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a plus for us. You know, it's always a plus for us. That'll help those who want to know, and help those to explain who really don't know, explain to our kids and so forth. Because I tell you, I know more of his story than our story. You know, so it's very
Big facts.
important. Yeah, so you know, it's important. All of those movies and stuff like that. You know, even if they depict some of that stuff wrong, you know, it's still important because it open up the portal so we can all learn.
Our next clip. Shout out to all the low vibrational plates. Everybody about to enjoy this week. This is some
I
low
can't wait.
vibrational, some low vibrational content that we got to switch it up to. But this is wild. R. Kelly.
Against R. Kelly to reportedly be dropped. R. Kelly to be released from prison, according to an iHeartRadio news report. The federal charges against R. Kelly might be dropped. R. Kelly's case is up for appeal, according to a news report by 103.5 FM radio station. Robert Kelly, also known by his stage name as R. Kelly, was found guilty on 9 charges last year.
Yeah, we know what he was guilty of. They said they got tired of that man singing up in the jail cell or something. What?
You want my take on that?
Please, because I'm lost.
Money, man, money.
Follow the talent.
That's it, money, man. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't feeding everybody, when you're not feeding everybody on the line, when you first of all, when you piss the man off, you piss him off. Oh yeah, he gonna let you have it. He gonna let you have it. You know what I'm saying? You join for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You pissed him off. You know what I'm saying? He let you have it. You know. Now, you got money there sitting and it's accumulating because you're in jail. That bread is accumulating and all of that. And you know, if you pay off the right people in the United States, then you can always get off. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay off the right people. So it's money. It's the money, man. It's the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sure he's not the only one who's been indulging in these activities. Positive that he's not the only one. You know,
you already know.
Off, man. He pissed somebody off, man, and that shit locked his ass up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you with the devil's work and you playing with the devil's work, then you know you're gonna get hit. You know, you're gonna get hit. It's just what it's gonna be. Some people are gonna get spared, but when that karma might not come around to them, but it'll come around to their children. You know what I'm saying? It'll come around to other people in the family that's not even with the devil and stuff, man. But you're gonna get hit regardless, no matter where you see it, how you see it. It's just the laws of nature. You can't manipulate. You try to manipulate Mother Nature, but she still comes around to you. Talk about it.
Dropping jewels and gems on their head, and we need it. It's madness out here. Speaking of madness, Obama's apparently putting together a new construction site, Presidential Center, and they had the damn sense to throw a noose.
After a noose was found at the site. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker condemning the hateful act, tweeting, quote, "The noose is more than a symbol of racism. It is a heart-stopping reminder of the violence and terror inflicted on Black Americans for centuries."
So it's the same
blah
thing.
Blah blah blah. Where's the anti-crime? Where's the anti-black hate bill? Like where's that at? What we got going on?
Hate crime.
Yeah, what a hate crime bill? You got a crime bill against us, but what a hate crime bill for us?
Right, Low Gang Badger done stepped into the building. Salutations, big homies, the loyals.
Oh, we got some stuff. Oh, we got some good stuff too. Oh man. Shout out to my man Lumberjack Blackston, man. Oh man. All I'm saying is, oh man, we got some good stuff coming, man. For real. We got some good stuff. Releasing, you know, this therapy and releasing, you know, a lot of stress and, you know, releasing, having fun with it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, I'm always dropping medicine, so you know, we we in there, we sparring. It's good. It's good. We got some
Right.
good stuff. You know, but real
And
quick,
this-
right? Going back to that that you know, where's the hate crime and all of that? Like that's definitely a hate crime for one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we so numb to this shit that it's like, hey man, you know, we gonna walk around this bitch anyway, and we still gonna walk through it, and we gonna crumble it, and we gonna keep on we just gonna continue to make it move. That's just what
Right.
we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And if we keep on having that attitude along with learning about the stuff that's happening now, along with that too, man, it's just extra power. It's just extra power because, you know, in order to rule, in order to run the United States, you know, these people is completely desensitized, completely. You know what I mean? And you have to be that way in order to do that. You know, there's no way you're not going to be compassionate about nothing if you're trying to rule the United States of America. It's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So this is a part of. This is they use Obama. We gonna go through this, man. They use Obama. He's just the front man. He's the logo. He's the logo. Trump is the logo, but there's a difference because Trump is white, and you know he's of the white persuasion, the Caucasian persuasion, and you know, and my gentleman here is of the the colored persuasion. So, you know, the first one hired, the last one hired, you know, the first one fired. B, that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we know, we continue. As long as we continue to, you know, bust down these doors and you know walk through it, and you know they try to find another way, you know, to stop that. They try to find another way, but you can't stop God. You can't stop God. Son. We are the creators, bro. We're the creators. The creators is the creators. We are the creators.
The originals.
We are the creators, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the creators. That's how much I could, like. That's the easiest way I could put it. You know, we are creators. Sister, talk to me, man. What we talking about, man? You know, I know you're agreeing, man. I know you're agreeing 100%, and you
absolutely.
I know you're on the same, and I know you're on the same wavelength as all of us here.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that situation with Obama and you know what they're saying about it being detrimental to, you know?
I have mixed feelings about all of it because it's around election time. So a lot of times I feel like you gotta look at what are they trying to hide when they're doing international news. What are they trying to hide? What's the smokescreen about? So
they get you looking this way. And
absolutely.
they have something going on over there. Yeah,
absolutely.
They on the break.
So that's science. They using science to trickery. You know what I mean? That's
absolutely.
Just, shit is crazy.
I ain't gonna need a lot. That's how I knew Stacey Abrams was losing big time when they brought out B-Rack, the campaign for her in the A. That's how I knew how bad it was. Like we were speaking a little bit before we went live that they need a mouthpiece. They need someone who looks like us that can say things that their white counterparts can't say publicly.
Right.
They bring those people out and they put them in front of us and they show and dance and they influence us. And we're supposed
a lot of times it works.
A lot of times it works. 99 times out of 100 it works. But yeah, it's wild to me. It's wild. But that's how I knew she was gonna lose. As soon as I seen B-Rack, I said, "Oh, he coming today? Oh, Stacey in trouble. Oh, she in trouble. They had to get Barack. Oh, but she is in trouble." I was right.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, you know, everybody exhaling and all that. It's so much energy. It's so much energy. It's so much work to do. So
yes.
I speak about this. I speak about this in my house too. You know, what we speaking about on this platform. I speak about this in my house, and you know, like I said, you know, there's a lot of other backgrounds that have things set for themselves for the next 200-300 years, 400 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how they setting their stuff up. You know, and we have to do the same thing. We have to set ourselves up for the same situation. And I said the way we can start, you know, chipping off the block and continue to chip off the block is, you know, reprogramming our children. You know what I'm saying? Reprogramming
absolutely.
Our children and reprogramming so they can reprogram their children, and their children can reprogram their children, you know, and stuff like that. And it starts with a little bit of brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the brainwashing because we definitely got to do that. We got to get them in the mold. We got to get
Right.
them in the mold.
Right.
So, it starts at home, man. It starts at home, and it starts at home, and that's the key. That's the key. Starting at home, you know. We make people aware
Yes,
when we
sir.
speak. We make people aware of what we're talking about. We make people, you know what I'm saying, and we probably change a few hearts. You know what I'm saying, but you know, the kids, the kids, you know, they say the kids are the future. The kids is the ones that's going to do that. But we got to keep planting the seeds. You know, we keep planting the seeds. It'll work with them. You know what I'm saying? We
That's
just
right.
just to advocate it to make sure that it goes through the vessel. You know what I'm saying?
You can't let the
But
TVs
Mike,
program our kids.
Right. Can't keep on sitting them in front of the damn TV, man, without talking.
Mike, if you don't go
Because
somewhere,
it'll
man,
program them.
Yep.
Reef, we about 3 minutes overtime right now. I know my team's like, all right, it's 10 p.m. Eastern, but you done brought up something very interesting. One of our last clips for today, before we ride out for a couple questions for you. Our homes, raising our kids, we all deal with it. Programming, dealing with everything. Let's just let the clip ride and we can give our opinion shortly after.
Now, come here. Come here. Man, quit playing with me. Come here. These type of kids gonna get you fucked up. That's what I'm saying. These your friends though. Your friend gonna get your ass beat. If you ever in your fucking life, this one that would raise your hand at me, bitch, I will bury you. And bury they dust asses too. Don't this type of shit I'm talking about. These little boys, these little girls, gonna get the shit beat out of you, boy. Play with me if you want to. You better choose your motherfucking friends wisely. Cause right now, it's bullshit, nigga. Better tell them your dad not the nigga to play with. I will bury them fucking bitches. I don't care about killing no fucking kids. You better tell them.
Woo! He
He owned
had
it.
more to say. So that clip went viral this past weekend. He was out on the internet wilding with the guns. And now listening to it again, it sounded like one of them kids probably threatened him in some type of way, form, or fashion or the other. But parenting 101.
Yeah, it first of all, it shows that his dad loves him to death. Straight up
Right.
the rip. The way he might have said it for the masses, I understand exactly how he felt. You know what I'm saying? He might have said it the way he said it is the way he said it. It is what it is. But you know, at the same time, he smacked dog shit out of him. You know what I mean? He needed that. That kid needed that because had it not been that, and just let him continue to go, he'll continue to do it. He'll continue to do it and continue to do it, and you'll never know where he's going to end up at. So that all of that, and the way his pops, you know, it was out of love. The way he actually did what he did, to say what he said, it was out of emotion. That was definitely, you know, him saying that he'll bury the other kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's not the right thing to say. You know what I'm saying? But the point, he got his point across to his kid. Hopefully he got his point across to his kid, and I'd have smacked dog fire out of him too. You know what I'm saying? I'd have did the same thing. I'd have smacked fire out of my kid, and I'd have made him pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I'd have made him pay for it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's my thing. I definitely make him pay for it. Because especially if I ain't raised you like that, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna learn.
I don't know if I would have
Yeah.
did it. I don't know if I'd have did it like on a public platform though. You know what I mean? Like I wholeheartedly get it. I get it because you have to be, you got to be a lot tougher with your children because when they get out into the world and you're not there to protect them, the world is gonna be even tougher than you are. They're not gonna get they're not gonna get. So you got to teach them harsh lessons. I get it. But then I almost want to say, well, where did your son get this behavior from? Where did your son get the behavior from? Going online and showing his ass for the world to see. And you kind of see he got it from dad because dad had no problems going online and showing his ass for the world to see. Again, it was great parent. I'm not taking anything away I just personally would have done that privately with my son. The same conversation, but we don't have to record it. I'm not here for the likes and giggles, son. I ain't here to go viral. I'm here to make sure that you be the best man you can be, and motherfucker, I will die trying. So I get it.
I still smack dog fire at him online, man. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. We all show our aggression in different ways. That's probably it. Might have been, definitely,
right. But what I'm saying is, okay, the wrong person get this video. They call CPS. What you gonna do when they show up to your house, bro? Now you got CPS at your house. Now you got CPS in your bed. Now they interviewing your son away from you. They may potentially take your boy, and now they're gonna throw him into a foster care system because they're gonna say they're gonna deem you're not a good parent. You can't. That's the reason why I said I wouldn't have done it publicly, because if the powers that be want, they could use that against that black man and take his son and whoever other kids he got in that house. That's the only reason why I said I wouldn't have done that live.
Yeah,
because they can use it against him.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. You know what? You're 100% correct. I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam now. Keep it all the way a beam. I remember one time I disciplined my son in the public. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers call ACS on me. Y'all call it CPS, but in New York City is ACS, and they call ACS on me, man. The dude showed up to my crib. With a lady, and he was like, "Oh, can I speak to such and such?" I said, "Yeah, this is he." He said, "Well, this is such and such from ACS, and we got reports of you abusing your child." I was like, "What?" I said, "Nigga, if you don't get from in front of my door, I'll wash you up too." You know what I'm saying? I'll wash you up too. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But no bullshit. I really had to go through that whole process though. No lie. I really had to go through that whole process. Interviewed my son, right? And my son told him, like, nah, my dad don't be, he never, abused me. He's never did this, he's never did that or whatever, right? And it was like, oh yeah, all right, cool. And they still had the authority to come in my crib to look at everything in my house to say, yeah, this kid is fit. So it was really, that's the real messed up part of this. Now, this is what we was talking about offline. Do we really own that? Do we really own that sharing?
There you go. And I see in low gang, I can respect what you, but bro, I know a 15-year-old, very similar situation. That they came and took that, bro, and that motherfucker bigger than me, and they took his big ass right up out that house. So maybe different where you at, but I know from where I'm at in the state we roll in, bro. You do some shit like that on camera, you gonna lose your child. Like it's a big. You
that same day.
That's a big thing, and you hate to have to feel roll you, but he could have had that same message offline. And got the same point across.
You're right. I agree with you. I agree with you. But like I said, my aggression though, that should have had me hot enough. Okay, oh, you want to show guns online? Okay, I'm gonna smack fire out you online. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Now hold on, check this. Now he had that gun online. They could have came for him too. They could have came for that little man. They could have came for that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like, you're right. You definitely
opened up a can of worms. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. I just would have handled this a little differently. I would have.
Right.
And then you probably.
I just hope that the love that he's given and the attention is massive. How that was like a big dramatic thing for him, which maybe it was needed. I just hope that the love that he's given him is the same, because love heals a lot of stuff. But I'm a woman, not a man, so I can't speak fully on it. You know what I mean? I can only give my perception as a woman, but I'm just hoping that the time is spent. There's time spent also. You didn't just do this one thing, but you never spent time with me. That's why I'm out here. You're doing this right here. So, but I don't disagree. I just know it can't happen, or they're gonna take your kid.
Yeah, that's why it's so important. Man, we got so much. We got so much to do, man. We got so much.
I know low gang kids walk on the straight narrow
line, man. You see him, man? You like
low gang. I know your kids, but they don't even step out of line. I ain't mad at you, my brother. I ain't mad at you.
My son 6'6", 280 solid. You know what I mean? These kids is like not even a half a foot yet. Now they looking at him like, oh nah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm gonna walk straight. I'm good. Them kids is walking straight. You know what I'm saying? Them kids is walking straight. That's a fact. But
Shout out to that black father for real.
yes,
Shout out to that black father.
That's all the
Shout out
black
to
The
fathers
best
on the
for their family.
all the dads. Yeah, shout out to all the dads and the moms out there who really care for their children. You know what I mean? Who try every day, even if they make mistakes, man. We all try every day, man. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time, like I always say.
I gotta get y'all out of here. We definitely overtime, but it was such a good conversation. Reef, we definitely gonna have to have you come back ASAP.
Get back. Let's get back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We still got a lot more to talk about. CJ, Cookie, if y'all got any questions for Reef before we get out of here, I'm about to close us out. Y'all go ahead. Reef, you can give your shout outs to the album, all the supporters, everybody. It's a big project, so.
Yo, listen, Sneaker Box, man. Sneaker Box is out right now. It's still loading up on more platforms, but it's on Spotify right now. It's on YouTube right now. I forgot the last one, but it's on those spots right there. It's featuring my man Grandmaster Vic. For those who don't know who Grandmaster Vic is, he's a legendary DJ from Queens. He's actually was mentioned on Nas' new album, King's Disease 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a legend. You know, out in Queens, man, and out in New York City, he's a dope DJ, blend master. We got my man we got my man Planet Asia on there. For those who don't know who Planet Asia is, y'all better do your homework. My son is ill on the pain game. This shit is just too crazy. My man UFO Thief, that's he runs with Terror Squad. He the new blood, the new breed of Terror Squad. You know what I mean? He's another LMC from from the east side of Harlem, you know what I mean? And I've got my man, he's like a party rocker, you know. He's like a Will Trax. For people who don't know who like Will Trax is, he's like one of those party rockers, the crowd motivator, my man Boogie Black, you know. And we got dope records together, and we just basically took this project to a future nostalgic place, you know what I mean? But definitely listen, if it's not on Apple Music, because he said one of them says not on Apple Music. If it's not on Apple Music, it will be on there. If not now, in a few days, because it's still all loading up to all of these platforms and stuff. But we did drop on the 18th.
Okay.
Grand Rising and all of that stuff, man. I just want y'all to listen to that album. I want y'all to rock with the album. Please DM me. You know what I'm saying? That's on IG Reef Hustle _ Reef Ali on Facebook, and Reef Hustle on Twitter. You know what I mean? I know you guys got to go to sleep. I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to get busy. I'm about to go to the gym and get crazy with it. Yes, sir.
My favorite thing about the album, bro, I listened to it either 2 or 3 times just the whole way through today. It's perfect amount of songs. It's 9. It's not too long, but work. That jump. Ooh, you got some bangers, but my favorite thing about you is teaching. Y'all got any questions for Reef before we get up out of here?
I do have one, but I will pass the mic to my sis Cookie Dough, ladies first.
Queen,
she has a question.
Peace.
I don't have any questions tonight. I don't have any questions. You don't answered everything. I'm gonna look and check you out a little more.
Yes, please.
Listen to that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got to shout the Queen out. She's under the weather and still pulled up. Still been a fantastic co-host in this thing. But Reef, I do have a question for you, and I asked a former New York artist this, and I feel like I need to ask you this. So the whole thing where they said, do you want, I think, was it 100K or dinner with Jay-Z or whatever the number was, dinner with Jay-Z. If we could even throw Nas in there, which one would you take? You taking the money or you taking a dinner with a Jay-Z or a Nas?
500K or the dinner. For
500K or dinner.
Well, I'm taking $500,000. I'm taking $500,000.
Yeah. My man.
I'm not, eventually that bread will give me a sit down, man. I'd rather take the money and continue what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And I might not be like Jay-Z's the president, man. He's the president of this whole hip hop community. He the president. He that man. You know what I mean? But on the lower level, they do make money. They do work overtime. I'd rather work the overtime and get the bread, and I'll sit with them later on.
Ladies and lords, it's been an incredible show. Make sure y'all tap back in. We live every night at 9. Reef, we thank you.
Yo!
Yeah. This here is Ball Fest. See God's strength. I'm definition of